So what I don't like, cuz, is when I go to a fucking restaurant, bro. I go to a restaurant and somebody wants me to order entirely too much sauce.
Who? It's you.
A lot of people. And then I'll go get the food and people start putting in custom orders to where like you have to read off a list of shit to do.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Can I guess who would be doing that?
No, don't guess. Everybody does it. It's not just one motherfucker.
I wasn't going to guess one individual by name. I was going to guess one type of individual.
Definitely a species of human beings.
Yes.
But it's starting to be so annoying. And I track back to why they feel like this. So there's a couple reasons specifically, but one main reason they feel like this is some assholes in the 1900s, in the early 1900s, like 1905, 1906, came up with this fucking expression, the customer is always right. Now that made sense when businesses were not patronized all the time. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't a ton of motherfuckers around the United States of America and people cooked at home because money was scarce. So when you went out, you wanted to make somebody really happy because you knew at that point they was going out of their way and their normal, operations to come and support your business. When that expression came out, right, Joey, there was no motherfucking fast food restaurants. In 1905, there were no fast food restaurants. So the shit you went through to prepare meals for people as a business was different. And I get the expression, 120 years ago. It makes sense for 120 years ago for people to think the customer is always right. But this is 2020 motherfucking 4. America got motherfuckers on top of motherfuckers. It's 500 million motherfuckers that live in this country. It's tens of millions of motherfuckers that come visit. It's motherfucking millions of people crossing the border every year. Feel me? It's a lot of motherfuckers. So this entitlement, because you are spending your money at a business that makes you think they supposed to prepare your shit like you do it at home, that shit gotta die today.
1000%. And I think also back when that was invented, people didn't have the audacity that they have today. So they went to a place because they wanted to have what that person was going to prepare and present to them. And the customer's always right was probably a bandwidth that was like a quarter, the width that it is now.
A quarter, a tenth.
I wanted to say a tenth. I don't think people. But you'd have a general restaurant. Hey, could you go little light on the whatever? Would have been like the most people ask. Now it's like, I hate this shit. I can't do it. Even going to nice restaurants, that is so low rent to me. Like I always tell you, I have to have 2 restaurant plans when I go on a date. The one I want to go to and the one that I'm going to go to with this bitch so that I don't get embarrassed the place I like. There's nothing worse going to a high-end restaurant and some bitch wants to order it customized so that it's now, we could have gone to the fucking Sizzler the way you stripped down this fucking prepared thing by this fucking professional chef came from 2 continents over to do this shit here for you. And now you want to tell them you want it done like your fucking grandma. Get the fuck out of here.
Ordering what they prepare at this point. You done created a menu in your head.
Yeah.
Nothing is worse than when you go to a nice steak restaurant and a motherfucker asks for A1.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
That shit is the most embarrassing shit in history. You didn't even taste the motherfucker steak. Let me tell you, Westside, cuz. 7th Street Crip. On Olivia show. There's no ceilings. GL. My nigga Pete in here. My little bro Joey here. Joey computer down. So we don't really want to go crazy with the audio, but I needed to preach this message. My nigga Gene on the back channel listening. This is an important message. When I go buy French fries, bro, I go to places that the French fries taste good.
That would make sense.
That means I don't need no ranch. I don't need no 1,000. And I don't need no fucking ketchup. I go to places where the French fry is good. I don't go buy shit that I need sauce for. I'm a fucking adult. I get it when I was a kid and I didn't know no fucking better. And I would go to places that you needed. You know, you eat bullshit as a kid. Chicken tenders. That shit don't have no seasoning. So you be needing barbecue sauces and ranch sauces and all of the ketchups and shit like that. You needed it because you didn't know better, bro. You fucking didn't know better. You didn't fucking know better. So you had to get it. But as a fucking adult, I can order the food so fucking good that I don't need to get sauces.
Dude, you know what I used to have a problem with? This would happen. There was a girl I used to know who would want to go to a taco place, a Mexican taco place, not like whatever, like a real, like Los Carnalillos or some shit like that. I want such and such tacos, but I want them with just cilantro. No, these places have the onions and the cilantro in the same tub. How the fuck am I gonna?
Yeah, that's
go.
Crazy.
This isn't gonna happen. You don't go to a taco truck that does what they do and ask, "Oh, I want cheese and sour cream and cilantro, no onions." They don't offer any of that shit on any of those things. You have to be fucking kidding me.
Nothing is worse than taking a kid to Chick-fil-A and they ask for all the sauces. You only have 4 strips.
Shit.
Oh yeah, because they made that a thing, right? Where they don't tell you no, right?
And that's the problem with this customers is always right shit. It's the same problem as social media, cuz. Social media gives everybody a voice, which you already have, but it gives you a voice where you don't have to be accountable for the things you say.
That's true.
So now motherfuckers is just adding bad commentary because they finally feel like somebody's listening to them. Well, it's the same thing with this fucking stupid ass expression, the customer is always right. I just had this argument the other day. I don't want to have to get up there and take 20 minutes at a fast fucking food place. That's why it's referenced, cuz, as a fast food. Fast. Keyword fast. So if I got you doing 1,000 other things, it's going to slow down the process.
Yeah,
and if I
10
want
cars in a row.
Yes. And then if I wanted something custom, I should be at home cooking.
Yeah, you customizing fast food is kind of crazy, especially out the realms of just like, can I get that with pickles or something? Like, it's like
the most customized I'm ordering anything at a fast food place is, to me, bare bones. I want a hamburger. I don't want a cheeseburger. I don't like they always use American cheese. I don't like that. So I say, can I get the hamburger? Make sure it's no cheese.
That's it.
That's as customized as I'm going.
And I'm the type to say, I would like my cheeseburger with no onions. But if you put onions, I'm going to take my shit, brush the onions off and eat it. Because I knew the risk of going to a place that served fast food. Not food, fast food.
Yeah, people be actually the expectations from fast food restaurants is crazy. Like it's like it is fast food. Like you might get some shit might be cold. Like it's certain things happen with fast food.
You spending $10 and you think you're the fucking king of the world.
Yeah.
I spent my motherfucking money. Man, if you don't take this $10 to fucking Stater Brothers cuz and go cook your own shit.
All right, so how you feel when somebody say can you when they go to fast food, go to the drive-thru and say, "Make it fresh"?
Just suck my dick. Not you, but the person speaking in that hypothetical scenario.
Walk inside. Walk inside.
Seriously, your $10 isn't better. And then you get the idiot. You can tell exactly what's going on. You see it like late at night a lot of the times. There's 5 cars, and one car gets up to the front with 10 customized orders, and they got to open all of them. Make sure they're all perfectly customized to everyone. And by that time, fucking Christ, man. Like, I'm now ordering Uber Eats to my car in the drive-thru at the fast food restaurant.
Bro, that shit is the... And women do that shit. They go through everything. Let me check.
It's all they do. They do nothing besides that.
It's just a problem. You are not allowing the food to be fast.
No. Or to
you are ruining the experience for all of us. All 13 of us in the drive-thru, you're ruining the experience. You're ruining the fucking experience, man. People spend that little funky ass $10 and think it make them king of the fucking world because some lady at the house ain't making them no food because some dick that's they boss at work is making them do a lot of shit and they don't have no power nowhere else. So they go to the fucking McDonald's and be talking crazy to the fucking high school student working there thinking, well, I'm spending my $10. I'm the king here. No, you're fucking not. Fix your real fucking life.
Nah, yeah, people be talking to fast food. Yeah, I didn't seen it. I ain't with it.
Like somebody gonna miss your little funky ass $16. Get your fucking ass out of here.
Yeah. I remind myself all the time, this is fast food. Like, this shit ain't supposed to be, this shit ain't, like, yeah, I get it, man. I totally get it.
It's the worst. It's the worst. Like that. The other thing that drives me insane is when I go to 7-Eleven to get a Gatorade, with my credit card in one hand and my drink in the other, and I'm third in line. And 3 pieces of shit in front of me want to buy blunt wrappers, hot dogs. They want to check their lotto tickets, and they want to buy more scratchers. And that's 6, 7, 8 minutes to do a fucking singular transaction. It's goddamn 7-Eleven because you want a stack of go scan all these fucking scratchers from the last 30 days, and I gotta have these specific scratchers. They're my lucky number. Oh, you don't have that one? Oh, that one's out. Oh, now I have to re-coordinate. I can't come to my senses anymore. That shit drives me insane. Is the 7-Eleven shit.
Man, especially if you running late, and nigga, if you about to be late for work and you try to you think you're about to get in and get out.
You're just gonna be thirsty that day. Fuck it. You're just gonna be dehydrated that day.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I get the thought. A customer is always right when there were a few patrons spending their money because most people would be at home cooking their own shit, right? 120 years ago. But we got to get rid of that fucking expression today. It's entirely too many options, not for humans, but for fast food restaurants. Nigga, we don't need your business. Like, it's a pizza place that I go to that's close to my house. It's called Gizzini. Shout out to Gizzini's. The pizza is incredible. I'm talking about you don't need no motherfucking Parmesan cheese, no peppers. Just the fucking pizza is incredible. Right? And if you check their reviews at this Gizzini's, right, they have 4 stars. But really, the pizza is incredible. So I was like, why do they only have 4 stars? So I started looking, and there was people complaining, well, the people at the front desk aren't nice to me. Bitch, don't nobody owe you no mother. Don't nobody got to be. And that's the problem. People mistake. This is where me and Steele bump heads at all the time with this conversation. The difference between rude and nice. There's a space, right? Somebody being pleasant to you to make you feel better. I'm not nice. I'm kind. I do the right thing because that's who I am. We talked about this. Steele was like, man, the motherfuckers ain't looking out for you. Then why are you doing shit for them? And I'm like, because I'm doing things that are me and nobody could change that. I will open up the door for a nun or a fucking prostitute because it's a representation of who Olivia raised her son to be. Right. I don't care if it's a fucking nun who never got no dick in her life or a motherfucking prostitute that sucked 30 dicks the day before. I'm going to open the door for this woman and allow her to walk in. I'm kind. It's a representation of me. Nice means I think I give a fuck about how you feel about it. I don't give a fuck about when I do something nice. Excuse me. When I do something for somebody else, I don't really give a fuck how you feel about it. Joey, when I do something, I help you set up a corporate. You think I give a fuck about how you felt about it? I didn't do it because I thought you would be happy and pleased with. Who the fuck are you? Or Joey is pleased with me because I helped him set up his own corp. I don't live my life based off of your approval. I live my life so when I wake up in the morning, I can look at myself and say, you know what? I try my best to help other human beings.
Right.
I try my best. When I go to the place to get food, I try my best to be a decent person. It's not about anybody else. It's about who I am. But I'm telling you, motherfuckers' lives be so fucked up. That's why they always want a vacation. They always want a vacation because they're trying to get away from their real life. That's why they always doing dope. That's why they always drunk. Fix your fucking life. Don't go take your fucking raggedy ass attitude down there to the McDonald's man, this little nigga that's in high school, and feel like you are the king of the earth because you got $20.
Hey, then they shame them from working there.
Yes.
You got them customers. Motherfuckers only paying you this anyway, broke ass.
But that's how it is on Twitter too. It'll be a motherfucker talking shit about my rap career. Glasses, well, you're not Kendrick. You don't have a number one. You only went number 59. How high did you get up the charts? How was your song, sir? How was your song? Glasses, you think you the shit because you got, 90,000, you only got 96,000 followers. You have 9, sir. 9. This is the craziness in people's mind.
Yes.
To where they like, I'm going to talk shit about you because I'm going to compare you to this person, but not myself. How the fuck you going to talk shit to me because I don't got a number one? I'm talking about 2 different people in the conversation. I'm talking about Drake and Kendrick Lamar. I am obviously not competing with them when it comes to charting records. And if I have an expression about those 2 guys competing, if Dot is my friend and I'm cheering for him, it's okay. It's my friend. It's what just because your chicken shit ass don't cheer for your friends, don't make me feel like shit.
Right.
I told Brandy, bro, I said, cuz, stop ordering food. Why don't you order sauce with food on the side?
Hilarious.
Yeah.
I want 3 red sauces, 3 green sauces with a side of tacos. That way the focus is on the motherfucking sauces. If that's what makes the food so fucking good. I don't go nowhere, Joey, where I need sauces.
And people now, like you go to like a lot of sit down, like quick, like taquerias that have like the salsa bar. You got people stacking up 10, 12 of them high to take them home so they can have salsa for the week. Backing up the line. You third, fourth, I just want to 3 dots of shit on my little couple tacos here, and you over there with a stack of these miniature cups 1.5 feet high.
Oh, the food is dry. I don't like dry food. Why would you go there? Why would you order that?
Yeah, people will add some shit before they even taste it, man. I didn't see niggas add salt to a pork chop. I'm like, nigga, pork already salty.
Bruh.
That's like an expression.
That's another thing.
White salt.
I go where the chicken nuggets don't need sauce. The sauce is a condiment. It's supposed to be the food is good. This gives an extra flavor. If you need sauce, the food is nasty. If you need A1 steak sauce, you don't like steaks. You like A1 sauce. A1 steak, if you ever ate A1 sauce, bro, it overpowers the flavor of the fucking beef.
The only A1 steak sauce the only time I'm having it is my late night Waffle House run. I get a strip steak, a waffle, and scrambled eggs. There's getting A1 on the steak, Tabasco on the eggs, syrup on the fucking waffle. Because it's 3 a.m. at the Waffle House, and that shit can't stand by itself. It's a $6 strip steak, for Christ's sake.
It's horrible.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's at 3, so you can't do anything else. So I'll make this digestible. And I keep telling people that, like, people get up, they be like, glasses, well, everybody don't gotta like their steaks medium. I like my steaks well done. Nobody likes well done steaks. No fucking body tasted a well done steak and said this tastes fucking good. It does not. It looks like fucking wood.
You could strap it to the bottom of your shoe and call it a loafer if you had the rest of the shoe.
Like, I'm tired of having common sense conversations with human beings. It's so, I get it, man. Head and Silas always tell me, they be like, man, people are stupid. And I be like, nah, bro, people are distracted. And I tell, because Pete says the same thing. They're distracted. So they don't really ever take time to see what they like. They just go with the flow of things so they can have time to fuck off, because they're not making time to think or to taste.
Do you want to know why they're distracted, Glasses?
Why?
Because they're stupid.
That's not stupidity.
It is stupidity, and I'll explain to you why. If you have a lack of focus, your cognitive growth is going to be stunted. You're going to be less smart, aka stupid. But also, the fact that you are stupid means that you're ensconced in basic, simple thought tasks for longer. So you don't have you know. We're done with something in 30 seconds. They're done with it in 3 minutes. We're 2.5 minutes ahead. Then they get there. They're distracted and confused because they just finished the previous thought, and they didn't have the time gap from the expeditious processing of information to be able to pre-process the next information.
Okay. I get the thought. But let's be honest, right? Intellect is a gift. It is not something afforded to every human being, and it's not something that can be developed. And like, if you don't have it, it's virtually impossible to get intellect, right? It's possible, but like, I have a scientific experiment going on that I'm planning to do, but I genuinely think intellect is a gift. Right. So the ability to process information is a gift. It's not something everybody has. But also, people in regular life, bro, are distracted by problems. Right. Most people don't live in existence, Pete, where it's just they have time to make choices. Right. They're pursuing a job. Like, Joey is at work 12 hours a day. Me and you have more time to read books than Joey.
Sure.
Right? Because most human beings are forced to a workforce to where they don't have time to develop whatever gift they have. Right? And it could be based off decisions they made before. You know, they could have got a girl pregnant and now they got to take care of their kid. It's all kind of things that starts to force you. Lord knows we ain't got to get into oppression and and people trying to keep you down. And so you got to, you know, so forth and so on. We ain't got to even go that far. I'm saying, I don't think people are incapable of learning. I think people, you know, people struggle with understanding how to teach people differently. Does that make sense? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think those are all rationales just trying to explain why people are stupid. But the fact of the matter still remains that they are.
No, I think, but stupid is incapable of learning. Ignorant is you just don't know. I think more people are ignorant than they are incapable. I think more people don't know something versus incapable of learning something.
Do you think a lot of people choose not to learn it as well and choose not to?
No. Yes. But I think it's more rooted in like issues. You know what I'm saying? It's reasons why people don't want to tackle. Like, me and Pete always talk about history. This is going to sound a little racist, and I am racist. White people study history all the time. White people will keep ledgers of shit. Like, when the mafia goes down, it's because they got ledgers of shit. They can remember, but they have ledgers. They are proficient and they care about history. They understand that the world goes in circles and you can expect the same shit. And Pete knows this, even though we never talked about this.
I just watched The Untouchables last night, which is funny because they brought down Capone on the whole accounting ledger. And I'm like, why didn't they just leave his name out of it and just have a weird accounting glitch that had a big gap of money missing?
No, because white people will take notes. White folks take notes. That's they shit, taking notes. They're going to document everything because they understand the world works in a circle. So they like history is like history repeats. They get that. So they always got the notes. Black people, especially in America, our history is fucked up. So the one thing we always trying to do is forget. That's what niggas' favorite thing is. Let me drink tonight because I need to forget how fucked up today was. Let me smoke this weed because I need to forget how much pressure I'm under. You know what I mean? So it is a traumatic experience for us to repeat history in this country. Now, again, that's neither here nor there. But it's also the reason that human beings feel like because they don't address their real life, they take this funky ass $20 into a fucking place where the food service is supposed to be quick and drag out a fucking process, cuz that's supposed to be fast. It's built on speed. Right now, bro, when we go to get fast food, bro, it takes forever.
Forever. I wonder if there's decent data analysis through through focus groups that any of these companies have conducted saying, well, all right, if we were to charge 25 cents per sauce, people don't like that. We could lose some customers. Or also, if you're driving up, because usually a lot of fast food restaurants are in clusters, you know, that are not like very often just one and then nothing for a mile in all directions. Just due to common zoning. If you're pulling up and you see, oh, there's 12 cars at Joe's Burgers and 3 cars at Sam's Chicken, fuck it, we're getting chicken today. You know, how much does the customization line time deterrent cost you in potential business relative to the, okay, we're not going to cook your fries fresh right now?
Innately, attrition. I'm going to say it costs them very little, because another issue I have with humanity is this desire to be where everybody's at.
You know something?
That's big.
That is also true. But you know whose motto is get it your way right away at Burger King now. Come to our place, fuck up the whole ordering process, and you can be king for a day. Aren't you special? We'll
I agree.
Give you a paper crown.
And it's time to change it.
Yes.
It is the customer is wrong, motherfucker. Because nobody who is a king should act like that.
No, that's how, you know what kind of king acted like that? Louis the 16th.
Well, fucking somebody that the whole town finna kill.
They lopped his whole family's head off doing that shit.
Man.
The customer is just getting crazier and crazier, bro. And I was talking to Still about this. And Still was just making this point where he's like, well, you know, the customer should be right because, you know, the customer, you know, they don't have to spend their money there. Well, take your little funky ass $16 somewhere else. The fact that you feel like your $16 entitles you to anything except what you ordered is crazy.
Yeah, it's impossible for the customer to be always right, man. I done been to plenty of places and people were rude to the restaurant. Just like you say, whatever they going through in life, attitude, or even if the food come back mess up, now you tripping on the waitress or the waiter as if they cooked it. You know what I mean? Like they could have told the cook or the chef exactly what you said. Mistakes happen.
Yeah, there's a
but
chain of custody.
That's because they come in this motherfucker because of this whole 120-year shit that them old white men came up with. And people feel like that shit keeps working. They like, oh, this shit is still work. Oh, this slogan still work. The customer is not always right.
Yeah. The other thing that's really fucking up restaurants is these massive inundations of online delivery app orders. I mean, they are backing kitchens up like I can't even believe. Like I try to go in sometimes. The line will be long at Chick-fil-A across the street, so I'll park and walk in to try to skip the 15 people backed up in the line. And they got a whole section now for whatever the fuck, Uber Eats and all the other damn ones.
Yeah.
It's like, shit, now it takes me 13, 14 minutes to get a chicken thing heated up because there's...
Man, I didn't realize people, man, that mobile.
Fuck.
And again, it's fucking up the concept of fast food. The customer is always right is a motto or slogan which exhorts service staff to give a high priority to customer satisfaction. It was popularized by pioneering and successful retailers such as Harry Gordon Selfridge, John Wanamaker, and Marshall Field. They advocated that customer complaints should be treated seriously so that customers do not feel cheated or deceived. This attitude was novel and influential when misrepresentation was rife and caveat emptor, let the buyer beware, was a common legal maxim. That shit's in 1905.
Yeah.
That shit should have been dead in 1995.
I don't know. There's a lot of deception in the French fries out there. A lot of deception in those sliced potatoes.
Lord knows. I don't, these might not be potatoes.
Yeah, all of them can't be potatoes, man.
There's enough deception in McDonald's meat as it is.
Exactly.
Just take it as a truth and run with it.
Exactly. Or don't fucking go to McDonald's. How dare you go to Stater Brothers and get your own ground beef and make your own fucking burger? But I've said this, cuz. I've said this. I said this. The human experience is being ridiculously lessened by convenience. Convenience is ruining the world.
Mm-hmm.
Convenience. It ruins everything about quality. Convenience is the killer of quality. It destroys like, I don't know how a motherfucker use these apps when they go buy like groceries. How you let another motherfucker pick your produce?
For real.
It's one thing to have a motherfucker go pick your canned goods. Maybe even your bread loaf. But how you let another motherfucker go behind the meat counter and pick the steak that they want, or go in the lettuce section and pick the romaine lettuce that they want? You are just lazy.
100%. 100%.
Man, I go to In-N-Out, bro. Shout out to In-N-Out because they're one of the few places that really still pride themselves in top quality customer service as best as they can. And they still try to keep it speedy, even though it's fucking 36 cars in the drive-thru. Right? But they try their best to keep it speedy. They got somebody outside taking orders. They're still trying to.
And they have raw meat on the premises. A lot of the other places are cooking out at central locations and delivering shit in. They're just reheating it. And so it's a bogged down process in general too.
So shout out to In-N-Out because they're trying their best. Right? Shout out to In-N-Out. They're trying their best.
Price is still good too.
Well, they go through a lot to keep a quality of business.
Mm-hmm.
But prime example, it'll be 38 cars. You know how many times I go park and walk inside and it's two people?
Oh my gosh. In-N-Out and Starbucks is like that.
Who the fuck are you to where you just won't park your fucking car and go walk inside?
Bro, it be empty in there, bro.
Like, I am so sick and tired of the world being a piece of shit here in America. Yeah. I am tired, bro. And it's all this sense of entitlement about existing. And it's capped with this dumbass expression that was cool 120 years ago, but obviously ridiculous now. Obviously, it's ridiculous now, cuz.
Oh, it is. I was listening to a professor talk about some shit the other day, and in this lengthy discussion, he was criticizing academia. He says, the quote that mattered essentially was, well, that was the beginning of this whole self-esteem movement, which proved to be a giant catastrophe. And it is. Like, I swear to God, the last 30 years, like, self-esteem has become arbitrarily important based off of nothing. Self-esteem should be derived by how close you are to accomplishing your goals as you set them for yourself. Whatever they are, if you want to be a mechanic and you are a mechanic, you should have some good self-esteem. You're being a good mechanic, is what you want to be a mechanic. If you wanted to be a pilot and you're pushing a broom next door to the airport or whatever the hell, you might not have so much self-esteem because you wanted to be a pilot, you fail, whatever it might be. But this whole everybody's just way too caught up. And now my mental health, my trauma, my this, my that, my dude, fuck that shit. Persevere, endure.
Fourth place trophies, bro.
All of it.
Fifth place trophies. Yeah. Fifth place trophies. Shane. What happened to Shane? Like, I was on Twitter and a dude was talking shit to me. He's like, you trying to suck Kendrick dick. And that nigga wouldn't piss on you if you was on fire, or you don't know him, or you don't even know this nigga. And it's like the fans will say, like, supporters will be like, show him pictures. He won't even say, hey, my bad. I thought you didn't know him. Because motherfuckers don't have shame anymore.
Yeah. Nope. The lack of consequences will play a big part in that.
It used to be personal shame. Like, we've talked about it a lot of times, bro. People hear the term snitches, and they think that in the hood, people used to kill snitches. That's not true. In the mafia, they kill snitches, so you couldn't go to court on them on the case. In the hood, you used to have shame. Like, if you told on niggas, you would move yourself out to fucking Antelope Valley, the furthest parts of the world, California City. You'll get married, have some kids, and raise your kids, because you would realize you wasn't cut out for the life, and you had shame. You would move to Moreno Valley. You would move somewhere else and get away from the environment because you realized you wasn't cut out for it. You would have enough shame that you didn't want to show your face. Now, in this 2000 way of thinking, like Pete talking about, motherfuckers don't have shame. They'll just be walking around the hood still like, yo, bitch ass couldn't hack it. That's why you told.
You know where I think this started? I remember it's just 20 plus 30 years ago. That when it became the phrase, oh, don't judge. You can't judge me, whatever the fuck. Judge people, judge things. If you exhibit a lack of judgment, that's probably not going to be good for you. And now I understand there's, trying to pass, moral judgment like you're God. No one's doing that. But if you do something stupid, people should say you did something stupid so you feel stupid so you don't do it again. And if someone's doing something stupid all the time, you should judge them as being stupid so you don't get involved with them and bring their stupidity into your life and fuck up your life. I hate this lack of judgment mentality. I think it's prudent to have judgment.
It's like, that's bullshit, man. How you gonna tell me how to observe something?
Rappers who think that they need to be the best rapper. Oh, I'm the best rapper. Everybody should feel the best. No, you fucking shouldn't. I talked to Simba. I was talking to Simba. Simba was talking ahead. I had talked to Cass. Cass is one of the main niggas in Simba's career. I was cussing Cass ass out. Simba talking about he better than Eminem. Simba called me with head on the phone. Right before I got on his ass, he explained to me it was a marketing thing. God knew that I was finna get on his ass. Hey, you got to go out here and do the work. You are not the best rapper. Get out of your fucking mind that you're the best rapper. You don't think you need to be the best rapper. What you need to think is you could become the best rapper. That's what you should be thinking. You shouldn't be thinking, I'm the best. Everybody should feel that they're the best. No, you fucking shouldn't. You should not feel you're the best. You should feel like you can become the best if you put in the work.
Yeah, not putting in the, because these days, that is a saying though. You supposed to feel like you the best.
No, you're not. No, you fucking not. No, you fucking not.
Something that you are not. You can't even feel it.
Oh, it's all subjective. No, it's not. No, it's not.
This is why I switched from playing basketball to track and field in high school. I didn't like the subjectivity of the assessment of me as an athlete in basketball within that. I said, you know what? Fuck it then. I'm going to go find a clock. I'm going to compete against that guy, and I'm going to take the mystery right out of this. That was the main reason I stuck with the sport, didn't go back to basketball.
Yeah, because, man, it is some wild ideologies out there, dog.
This shit is getting worse and worse. And it starts with that simple thing. Like, some things, Some things are not meant to last forever. That's one of those things. The customer is not always right, bro. You are not entitled to anything because outside of the products you purchased, based off the menu, based off the fucking menu, based off the menu, not the product you could create in your mind, not you want a chicken sandwich with a burger together.
That's a good point. When you go to a restaurant, they show you the menu of finished items. They don't hand you a list of the ingredients in the kitchen in the back. You don't see flour, eggs, meat, corn. No, you see cheeseburger. You see pizza.
They just getting out of control, bro. They getting out of control, bro.
Asking for low sodium patties and shit. Like, nigga, this shit is processed.
And it's a fucking fast food restaurant. How you gonna want your shit fast and healthy? That's some American shit.
That's true.
Motherfuckers.
That's what I was saying earlier. It's fast food.
That's because the spirit of this country has become a woman.
Absolutely.
That's what a liberal is. A liberal is a woman. The spirit of this country has become a liberal, a woman. So women think they can be everything. Shout out to all the ladies who listen to No Ceilings. I mean, no disrespect, because you guys are forced to be everything. You are forced to be superwoman. You are forced to be a mom. You are forced to be a lot of things. But really, you should pick a couple things and focus. Because if you try and be everything, you're going to be 20% of everything. If you don't got a motherfucker to understand and just be okay with that, you're going to always have problems. And that's the problem in this country. Who the fuck wants fast and healthy food? Who the fuck wants healthy soul food? Like, I heard a motherfucker say that. Healthy soul food. It was made by slaves who took the worst shit, the last of the shit, and made it digestible in taste. It wasn't ever meant to be healthy. You can't have a soul food salad. What you gonna do, oxtails over salad? What you gonna do, a hog mog salad?
That's another thing I don't like. Steak salad. What the fuck is a steak salad? A steak is a steak and a salad is on the side. Take the steak off the top of the salad, set it to the left, and fucking have a meal.
And then use your fork and do it yourself.
There you go.
But America, man, America is really losing its identity. It's becoming a 30-year-old white woman.
Yes.
That's funny.
This is
America used to be a 40-year-old white man. America now is a 29-year-old white woman.
Yeah. You know, I got to hand it to you. I had a move to Italy understanding over the weekend. They have pivoted from their Eurotrash-centric leadership paradigm. They have a new leader in place. They're going with these small, novel, like, not small like this, but far, 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 far smaller and dispersed, localized nuclear power systems try to run their country because they've burnt the whole system into the ground in there because it was run like dog shit for half a century. They might actually have some answers over there. I might actually go. Fuck it.
What's the answers?
The answers is they might actually be able to provide themselves reasonable, cheap energy to run their country and correct their economy that's been basically being just a drag on the neck of Germany's economy for the past quarter century.
I gotta think. I gotta read some more about that. I didn't know what was going on.
Total mess in Italy. Total mess.
That's why. That's why they got
an accident that America's full of Italians. Place has been a mess for 150 years.
Pete, you're Italian.
I'm an ex-Italian. I'm an American. I'm an ex-Italian. None of us went back. That was a one-way trip, buddy. One-way.
But guess what? With the struggle, at least they gave us pizza.
Sure. Sure.
I fucking take pizza. All the shit they went through is worth pizza.
Yeah. They pretty much did pizza and concrete. That was about it.